Here's good. All right.
So please be seated. So family and friends of graduates, faculty, staff, administrators, and members of the graduating class, welcome and good evening. My name is Ben Withers. I am honored to be the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to our commencement celebrating and honoring this graduating class of Colorado State University. So at this time, I will ask you to please stand and face the podium as we welcome Colorado State University Wing Walker Honor Guard, and they will present our colors. The Colorado State University Brass Quintet and vocalist Emmanuel Bonilla will lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So please be seated. So both Colorado State University and the College of Liberal Arts recognize our unique history and mission as a land-grant university. This year, for the 152nd year, the liberal arts approach to learning forms the heart of Colorado State's heritage as a land-grant public university. A liberal arts education encourages individuals to develop strong and transferable intellectual and practical skills such as communication, analysis, teamwork, creative thinking, empathy, and problem solving. Because the first word in land-grant university is land, it is also incumbent on us to recognize where that land came from and how that history permeates everything that we do. As such, Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, the Cheyenne, and the Ute nations and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other native tribes. We recognize the indigenous people as the original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties that nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land-grant institution, and we accept our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion, and significantly that our founding came at the dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon. This acknowledgment is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, our responsibility, and commitment. And now I would like to introduce the members of our platform party who are joining us today. I will ask each person to stand and to remain standing when I announce their name. So please hold your applause until all names have been called, though I enjoin you to, after I mention each name, clap once. See if we can do that. So first, the 15th President of Colorado State University, Joyce McConnell. Armando Valdez, Vice Chair, CSU System Board of Governors. Dr. Blanche Hughes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Donald Michaels, Director, University Honors Program. Dr. Rose Henschel, Associate Dean for Academic Programs. Dr. Sue Doe, Chair of Faculty Council. Captain Joshua Curtis, Assistant Professor of Military Studies, Army ROTC. Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Fulk, Assistant Professor of Aerospace Studies, Air Force ROTC. Dr. Ellie Light, Assistant Dean for Student Success. This one's a long one, hold on this one. Dr. Micah Glantz, Chair, Department of Anthropology and Geography and Interim Chair of the Department of Ethnic Studies. Dr. Ellie Mosman, Chair, Department of Art and Art History. Dr. Greg Dickinson, Chair, Department of Communication Studies. Dr. Alyssa Bronstein, Chair, Department of Economics. Dr. Luann Reed, Chair, Department of English. Dr. Robert Goodmasted, Chair, Department of History. Professor Kevin Foskin, Director, Interdisciplinary Liberal Arts. Dr. Ryan Claycomb, Associate Dean. Professor Greg Luff, Chair, Department of Journalism and Media Communication. Here's another long one. Dr. Jonathan Carlyon, Chair, Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, and Interim Director of International Studies. Dr. Dan Goebel, Director of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Dr. Beth Trotman, Professor, Department of Philosophy. Dr. Bob Duffy, Chair, Department of Political Science. Dr. Pete Taylor, Chair, Department of Sociology. And last but not least, Dr. Caridad Souza, Program Director, Center for Women's Studies and Gender Research. Please join me in recognizing our honored guest. So graduates, you may be seated. You are part of the liberal arts community, which includes more than 4,000 currently enrolled undergraduate majors and over 55,000 living alumni. You would join them in achieving an education that includes both an in-depth study in your specific discipline and a broad knowledge of the wider world, of culture and society, and also an investigation into the human experience. A liberal arts education empowers individuals by teaching them to apply their knowledge and skills in diverse real-world settings. But underlying all this is a sense of civic and social responsibility, that education is important for you, but also for future generations and for society as a whole. That we live in a better world where there are more people like you who can bring to bear your skills to help us all deal with the complexity, the challenges, and the change of our contemporary circumstances. So sincerely, thank you for choosing to become part of this ever-growing community in the College of Liberal Arts, and congratulations for meeting the academic challenges provided by your studies. To help us learn a little bit more about the achievements in this class, I now have the honor of introducing the Associate Dean for Academic Programs in the College of Liberal Arts, Dr. Rose Henschel.
Holy Holy smokes, this is amazing. Look at all you beautiful people out there. This evening, the faculty, your family, and your friends have gathered to celebrate your achievements and your bachelor's degree. I'll be recognizing many students among the graduates by asking them to stand. Please stand if you're able. So that we may express our pride in your accomplishments, would all members of the graduating class of 2022 please stand? Please be seated. The liberal arts faculty has dedicated their lives to scholarship, research, artistry, outreach, and most importantly, teaching and mentoring students. Will the members of the faculty, including those on the platform, please stand and receive our appreciation for all that you have done for this graduating class? Please be seated. As we celebrate your graduation, we also recognize some of the special accomplishments of members of your class. The College of Liberal Arts is pleased to honor those students who have earned teacher licensure by completing an approved academic degree program and professional education requirements, including student teaching. Students who have earned teacher licensure can be identified by the powder blue cords that they wear today. Would graduates who will be licensed by the state of Colorado to teach in elementary or middle and high school please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. A significant number of students have enriched their education by completing the requirements for a program of study beyond the major. Will students who have completed a second major or a minor please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Colorado State University is dedicated to creating a world-class university that welcomes all students and strives to make international learning accessible. As an institution, we encourage students to engage in education abroad, connect across cultures, and become more curious about the world. So too, we benefit by welcoming international students who have chosen to make the College of Liberal Arts their academic home. Will all students who participated in education abroad during their time at CSU and all international students who are graduating please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. A first-generation college student is one whose parents have not earned a bachelor's degree. An important aspect of Colorado State University's land-grant mission is to provide access to education so that a wider community of students may experience the transformational potential of a college education. The success of first-generation students in our college and at our university is a point of pride for all of us. I'm pleased to ask all first-generation students in the graduating class and among the faculty to stand and be recognized. Please be seated. We're honored by the enrollment of veterans in majors across the college. Will those graduates who are veterans of any branch of the United States Military Services and those in the audience please stand and receive our thanks and respect? Please be seated. Next, we pay tribute to those graduates who are initiates of national honorary societies, including but not limited to Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, Golden Key, the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, and Mortarboard. Will the members of national honorary societies please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The University Honors Program provides an optional, enriched educational plan of study for students at Colorado State University. These students may be recognized by the green gowns that they wear. Will the candidates for Honor Scholar please rise so that we may applaud your achievements? Please be seated. Colorado State University recognizes the highest academic achievement of today's degree recipients by awarding their degrees with Latin distinction. The candidates for graduation with distinction are wearing gold gowns, or in some cases, green gowns with gold cords. Students graduating with distinction have earned a minimum of 60 credits at this institution. Those graduating cum laude constitute approximately the top 6% of the class with a grade point average of 3.78 or higher. Those designated as magna cum laude constitute approximately the next 3% of the class with a GPA of 3.91 or higher. And those graduating summa cum laude constitute approximately the top 1% of the graduating class with a GPA of 3.98 or higher. Will all candidates for graduation, cum, magna, and summa laude, please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. I would like now to welcome one of our students to address the class. When choosing a student speaker, we look for someone who has an excellent academic record, certainly, but who also, through their curricular and co-curricular efforts, represents the values of a liberal arts education. Corinne Neustetter, a double major in history and political science, is one such student. Corinne came to us in fall of 2019 as one of the 6 students in the inaugural cohort of the Blake Leadership Scholars Program. She hit the ground running as an opinion columnist at the Rocky Mountain Collegian, tackling such important subjects as campus and community environmental sustainability, student mental health, the Colorado political process, and for the April Fool's issue, her important piece, Leggings Are Not Pants. She has continued to hone her writing as Public Lands History Center intern, associate editor at the Journal of Undergraduate Research, freelance writer for the Boulder Weekly, and as digital storyteller for CSU Libraries. She has developed tremendous talents as a researcher, conducting fiscal policy research in the political science department, and environmental and public history in the Department of History. She's additionally served as a College of Liberal Arts ambassador for the last year. After graduation, Corinne plans to explore her passion for environmental history and writing through a career in environmental journalism. It is now my pleasure to introduce Corinne Neustetter.
Thank you, Associate Dean Henschel. Good evening to the CSU College of Liberal Arts Spring Class of 2022. It is truly an honor to be speaking with you here today. I want to thank my parents, Carol and Kevin, my sister Caroline, my brother Chad, and my friends, family, and professors for your support. I wouldn't be here today without you. Well, everyone, we've made it. Despite everything we've been through in the past 2 years, the uncertainty, stress, and unprecedented times, we're still standing. It's time to celebrate our successes and look forward to the future as we stand here on the precipice of our wild and precious lives. The world has changed, and so have we. However, the ups and downs throughout my education, many induced by a global pandemic, have illuminated the inherent kindness of people. At every step in my college journey, I've been blown away by the kindness, generosity, and dedication of community members, from professors to friends to classmates and my family, who inspire me each day to be a better person. If you told me freshman year that I'd be delivering the commencement address, I wouldn't have believed you. I came into CSU as a history and political science major, knowing that I loved studying these subjects, though I was constantly anxious about whether my interest would be enough to justify majoring in them or enough to actually make a career out of them. Thankfully, my experiences here at CSU have shown me the inherent value of pursuing what you love when you're surrounded by a supportive community. Having grown up next to the Boulder Flatirons, I'd always been interested in environmental history, but my experiences here fostered my interest into a lifelong passion suitable for any future career. Questions I'd always wondered about became opportunities to challenge myself, whether it was researching how Colorado's national parks developed, or the history of Mount Evans Summit Road. My professors were always willing to help. Experiences researching how people have historically tried to exert control over their natural environments, combined with professors and peers who pushed me out of my comfort zone, grew my confidence that I'd chosen the right majors with each class that I took. Dr. Shockley's environmental ethics seminar was one such class and community experience that challenged my own perspective. Coming off the heels of virtual classes and quarantines last summer, that class in the wilds of Rocky Mountain National Park changed how I viewed environmental history, as even in a national park, there remains evidence of our continued attempts to control nature. In regions accessible only by backpacking, scientists recently found evidence of microplastic pollution in the water cycle. Being not only immersed in the natural world, but also part of a community intent on questioning how we should treat it, made me realize the importance of challenging ourselves through collaboration and curiosity to become the best versions of ourselves and better stewards of this world. And as liberal arts majors studying the human experience, that's what we do. After the last 2 years and everything that we've been through, I think all of us would agree that connection is vital to our well-being. By bridging the gap between ourselves and others, we have the power to change the world. We revel in the stories of the past that give light to brighter tomorrows, and collectively, we have the power to lead others forward into uncharted waters. As writers, speakers, artists, and collaborators, our education has empowered us with unique skill sets to challenge existing structures and cultivate better futures by working together. These challenging times have tested our capacities for compassion and empathy. The state of the world threatens to overwhelm us in waves of grief. However, history teaches us that we have reasons to hope. Upheaval may bring division and strife, but it can also bring out the best of humanity. The separation between people and the natural world is constructed and reinforced by people, much like our divisions between each other. Ultimately, we can't ignore the consequences of our actions on different communities, and we can choose to cultivate compassion through our everyday actions. Thankfully, our CLA educations have prepared us well for this challenge. So, after 3 years of studying the stories of our environment and the political system that fostered it, I think a better question to ask today is, what can't I do with my degree? As you move forward onto the next step of your journey, remember how your experiences at CSU have changed you. Remember the moments of joy, of kindness, of connection that you experienced and created for others. Challenge yourself to seek out communities where you can explore your passions, question your beliefs, and engage thoughtfully with others, just like you've done here at CSU. Congratulations to the spring class of the College of Liberal Arts of 2022.
Thank you, Corinne. We appreciate your address and congratulate you on your accomplishments. Now, just a brief word about our program. We had originally planned tonight to honor Joe Blake, a former chancellor of the CSU system, who enabled us to have students like Corinne on campus. We were going to give him an honorary degree at this ceremony, and we had planned in that way. Joe unexpectedly passed away in early February at the time that we were planning this exercise. And we had asked Chancellor Tony Frank, who was a close friend of Chancellor Blake, to come in and give an address. But unfortunately, Tony cannot be with us tonight due to an abundance of caution. So if you could take just a moment to wish Chancellor Frank well, and just a slight moment to remember people like Joe Blake that enable us to do the things that we do. All right, now it's the moments you've been waiting for. Yeah. It is now my great privilege to present the candidates for graduation in the College of Liberal Arts. They have completed all the requirements for the baccalaureate degree that have been established by the university, the college, and their departments. The Faculty Council has recommended to our governing board that these students receive their bachelor's degrees. So at this time, I would like to introduce President McConnell, who will confer the degrees.
Thank you, Dean Withers. This is my favorite part. Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees from all departments and programs in the College of Liberal Arts please rise? This is the moment all of you have worked toward and dreamed about, and thus it is with great pleasure that I offer these words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System, I hereby confer the bachelor's degree on each of you, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Let us all recognize the amazing achievements of this wonderful group of students. Congratulations to all of you from the CSU community.
Please be seated. But wait, there's more. The marshals will now escort the graduates to the platform to be recognized individually and receive their diploma covers. And I know what you're thinking. There's so many of them. How long will this take? Don't worry, we're professionals. We got this. We ask all the families and friends to keep the aisles clear and take photographs of your graduate after the ceremony. Dr. Ryan Claycomb, Dr. Caridad Souza, and Dr. Robert Goodmustad will announce the graduates' names individually. Graduates, to honor all members of the class, we ask that everyone remain in Moby for the entire ceremony.
Graduates in the Department of Anthropology and Geography. Amanda Elizabeth Ann Kowalski. Danica Rose Minthorn. Robert W. Abeta. Shay Castle Coughlin. Rachel W. Ward. Cordelia Lynn Thomas. Carolyn Cloyd Dunphy. Marissa May DeBell. Tess Fitzgerald Hiller. Brooke Lynn Toothaker. Trisai Mink Damrongsang. Liam Hodgson. Elizabeth Lynn Borowski. Rihanna Taylor Stavist. David Michael Kruger. Ian Robert Morris. Avery Tower. Sean Carol Versweveld. Diana Eleonora Del Valle. Shelby Ellen Kim Andrist. Aaliyah Kerr. Hannah Laren Grossen. Kalia Ann Jersey Carrison. Rebecca Charlene Korn. Brianna E. Charnoff. Allison Lynn Jorgensen. Sarah Beth Costello. Natalie Grace Freeman. Claire Kelly Toggin. Clinton Leland Rothschild. Cooper Wynn Bissett. Giovanni Eduardo Valdez. Christina Lynn Magyar. Deborah Ann Cooling. Emily Selby Smith. Idali Rodriguez. Bronwyn Judith Timmons. Graduates in the Department of Art and Art History. Bailey Murray Douglas. Maxwell Quinn Weber. Mackenzie Julianne Corey. Ellie Mariah Carson. John A. Califf. Hannah J. Renstrom. Colin Crawford. Taylor Marie Kristen. Olivia Ann Johnson. Micah Sungwook Huang. Catherine Charlotte Dillon. Tessa Janelle Piazza. Logan Mitchell Reese. Justin Charles N. Courtney Morgan Fichter. Katrina K. Cronin. Katie Lorraine Cutts. Abril G. Marinon. Lauren Elise Bolts. Kara M. Bryan. Abigail R. Matheson. Erin Delaney Tornello. Olivia Yongyi Brett. Christine Schwen Moore Bonbright. Heidi Nicole Chrisman. Alessandra T. Stevenson. Tiana Nicole Sig Brown. Kara Summer Cost. Sarah Catherine Arnold. Robert Mackenzie Haynes. Joshua A. Chacon. Dominic L. Culetta. Peyton A. Jordan Elizabeth Bacchus. Shelby Grace Ostertag. Micah Diane Bainham. Kelty Elizabeth Bainham. Anna Mae Udon Jeldon. Gabrielle D. Bauman. Alanis Nayan Hernandez. Iree Sky Soseda Lindsay. Chloe A. Cecil. Elizabeth Ann Lassard.
Graduates in the Department of Communication Studies. Rihanna E. Pallone. Laura Eileen Moritz. Bianca Ruth Rinaldi. Lilia Smith. Ashley Lene Peterson. Jason Francis Smith. Lene? Amy Lane Meredith. Rachel Elizabeth McVeigh. Jacob B. Foreman. Barthelman? Peyton A. Barthelman. Courtney Taylor Resbrock. Alexis C. Blixt. Deanna Lewis. Caitlin Marie Brown. Topfer. Sloan Topfer. Isabel Quinn Abajay. Britton Sutherman. Nicole Taylor Lenny. Dundon? Yeah. Jack Ryan Dundon. Mariam? Yes. Mariam Boyed. Malachi? David Malachi Minor. Keaton. Keaton B. Bentley. Jack Everett Taylor. Amber A. Termal. Maley? Male. Madison May Mail. Ryan Jacob Osaka. Rylan Jacob Osaka. Jalen Molly Olmsted. Paul I. Reese. Emma Elizabeth Bell. Merritt. Dylan Merritt Kengot. Jack R. Hamilton. Avery? Lynn? Lynn. Avery Noel Linney. Stephen T. Wyman. Tomlinson. Christian E. Tomlinson. Bailey Renee Parker. Layla. Layla Bell Schoening. Mary Grace Elizabeth Sheets. Good Irish name. Sinke. Sinke Dominique Mason. Jeremy Matthew King. Aaron Krantz? Joshua Adam Aaronkrantz. Paul Anthony Oldham.
Lucas Robert Claridge.
Lucas R. Clarence. Lucas Charles Ray. Morgan Edward Force. Nathan Dam Tron. Molly D. Cuby. Lepresti. Brianna Michelle Lepresti. Tristan Tyler Anderson. Krista Ann McAllister. Weston Casey Hubbard. Gavin James Brown. Emma Alms. Morgan Taylor Bates. Scott Joseph Chen. Anna Rose Tomka. Aubrey Grace Johnston. Taylor Jordan James. Snarp. Sophia Snarp. Anthony D. Daly Jr. Go ahead. Vincent Joseph Abeto. Nicole Alexis Stasica. Sophia Loeb. Thank you. Contestable. Lillian T. Contestable. Spencer Chamberlain Ackerman. Cameron? Cameron Carter. Rashad Malik Ajay. Rashad Malik Ajay. Warren K. Jackson. Atencio. Isaiah Richard Atencio. Justin N. Thomas. Dawson Joseph Long. Peter Michael Hubley. Kiaja Ray Simone Brown. Corey Joseph Jew. Andrew Robert Razine Hemperly. Jordan Ashley Ontiveros. Katsuba. Victoria Katsuba. Olivia Rianne Cooper. Mary Rose Delmonico. Stidham. Isabel Giovanna Stidham. Lauren Mackenzie Patterson. Jennifer Hast. Anna Noel Polma. Mia Alejandra McCoy. Grace Meckelberg. Lefnesky. Justine M. Lefnesky. Gabriela Therese Rocco. Devin Elizabeth McMullen. David Ansel Bader. Mary Fleck. Tidemus James Hubert. Alexander Clary. Brian Nicholas Lubin. Doa Bengisu Alper. Shantani Meng. Shantani Meng. Connor James Allens. Alex Egbome. Chigo M. Alex Egbome. Ashley Brooke Batwick.
Graduates,
I'm going to switch your mic out.
graduates in the Department of Economics. Jordan E. Gress. Jessica Aylin Kennedy. Mark David Frutig. John Lee Bull. Carmen Elise Lighthizer. Henry Christopher Storm. Mark Fisher. Brian Lee Silver. Cameron G. Flynn. Miriam Graoui. Uriel Bonilla. Nicholas Carty. Connor Kennedy Nopens. David Cameron Johnson. Almothar Albasadi. Daniel Pena. Max Hernandez. R.J. Mello. Charles Wesley Perriman. David Mitchell Kuharski. Sai Kalagara. Thomas George Hodgkins. Han Nguyen. Jacob Robert Janney. Alexander Feemister Teasdale Baker Carr. Paul C. DeSellis. Adam Hodson. Jayesh H. Patel. Hans Dieter Kuhlman. Jared McDowell Krebel. Nash Thompson Merez. Marcus Roy Cropley. Jackson Muneo Emilian. Christopher S. Charlotte. Jawar Al-Maini. Dala Eid Al-Mukhani. Zachary J. Hayes. Riley McKenna Blakesley. Cole F. Gorey. Shakrisa L. Underwood. Kyle McLean McDonald. Arisa Tong Nyam. Yohei Wu. Parker Todd Winkler. Sajid Hassan Chowdhury. Graduates in the Department of English. Alex Kinnaman. Eric James Lundgren. William Davis Wright. Theron Ho. Isaac R. D. Pascal. Emily G. Tarr. Daria Lene Hunter. Rachel Taylor Garland. Allison Joanne Jonas. Ji Yoon Kim. Bridger Douglas Jackson. William Brian Hutchinson. Annabelle Fern Prasnick. Jared K. Hill. Kenneth Baxter Lutz. Audrey Claire Heffelfinger. Eliana Grace Lee. Mariah Gorham. Hannah Bahojka. Bahojka. Jessica L. Kokendorfer. Morgan Blakesley Atkinson. Allison D. Brankel. Aldo Christopher Ricci. Hannah Janessa Ramirez. Anne Elise Egghart. William Henry Brown III. Audrey Jane Barlock. Megan Eileen DeYoung. Annabelle Elizabeth Johnson. Carolyn Grace Vacanti. Ellie Francis Sanders. Christopher Austin Leiders. Lillian Grace Peterson. Abigail Julie Ann Thomas. Miranda K. Michaelby. Paul Hubbs. Noah G. Ferris. Julia Bell Martin. Megan Sarah Robertson. Avery Michael Tennyson.
Graduates in the Department of Ethnic Studies. Alexandria Hopkins. Yulissa Chavez Tena. Dakota James Williams. Myra Oliva Hernandez. Naylet Munoz Juarez. Esperanza Medina Andrade. Darlene Guerra Arevalo. Jaylene Castellanos Orozco. Maria Castaneda. Graduates in the Department of History. Shay Quinn McLaughlin. Lincoln Dreas McAdoo. Autumn Marie Haas. Grady McKenna Fagan. Mackenzie Danielle French. Joseph Fletcher Dodson. Luke Anthony Borland. Augusta Claire Rudnick. Brianna Nicole Kinney. Taylor Hannah Whitholm. Allison Ray Tandberg. Andrew Allen Height. Daniel Travis Neufeld. Davis Bennett Oldani. Kyle Edward Apodaca. Brady Sheldon Knott. Nick Lovato. Julia C. Courts. Aaron Heath Dunn. Camille A. Davis. Ethan John Luddy. Nicholas Brian Unsell. Kiyoshi G. Soma. William Thomas Wilson. Hannah Rose Knox. Taylor Marie Sosa. Sierra Jade Adams. Tara Bryn Davis. John Robert Perry. Nikolai G. Gansel. William Jacob Cook. Lucas Alejandro Bachmeister. Daniel Kevin Weinstein. Maximilian James Kelly. Devin Carlos Rebeles. Daniel Lee Huggins. Bianca Isabel Garcia. Jenny Reed. Paige Lynn Kelly. Shania Marie Ostrander. Gunnar Pierce McEntee. Corinne Isabella Newstetter. Sophia Blum. Benjamin William McVean. Graduates in the program of Interdisciplinary Liberal Arts. Ariane Monique Smith. Louis Romero Jr. Brittany Marie Tao. Reed Parker McInerney. Josette Elizabeth Burgess. Anissa Denise Pacheco. Margaret N. Heedy. Justin M. Seafried. Easton Michael Radcliffe. Bryce D. Cipriani. Cheney Claire Cochran. Derek Sunkel. Dalton J. Rhodes. Nicholas Jose Perez. Alexander James Lytle. Kate Ann Trollson. Cade Johnny Tarmina. Brian Farr. Brittany Chawney. Isabel Castaneda. Sydney Lynn Zellers. Katie Ann Nee. Elizabeth Leslie Fulton. Christopher Reese Stockman. Charlotte Wren Pardo. Brittany Lynn Bunn. Nana Agyeman Konedu. Joseph Stanley Ryan II. Kai M. Randall. Chu Zhang.
Graduates in the program of International Studies. Blakemanship. Oren Blakenship. Lucy Vivian McGlizzy. Natalie Renee Montesino. Babaker? Karima Abdul Babaker. Harriet A. Fennel McCrillis. Tiana Teresa Chavez Cisneros. Kevin Wang. Hannah Nicole Estes. John A. Skelton. Cameron Olivia Kingsmore. Isabel Alexa Deuce. Maya Zarlingo. Ajan Kambari Vivens. Herland. Jackson Keith Herland. Elliot McCormick Whitkin. Antonio Lopez Mendez. John Christopher Penland. Alexis Hunt. Caitlin Iris Nicole Henzema. Michael Akio Hashimoto. Jaden Emily Frabley. Annika Rose Carlson. Alejandra Marinellena Olvera. Vina Shagan. Vina Shagan Potimagan. Castillos Barrelas. Brian Slater Castillo Barrales. Santillán. Carla Andrea Santillán. Kimberly Rivera. Rowena J. Fennel McCrillis. Lakshita Nagesh. Graduates in the Department of Journalism and Media Communications. Javier Gondinez. Jose Manuel Jimenez Garcia. Christina Rose Johnson. Grace Cecilia Schatz. Rei Jen. Yang Feng Liang. Electra Seams Holberton. Hannah Elise Hogenkamp. Emma Catherine Reed. Elizabeth Cornell White. Jose Daniel Chavez. Dustin James Pokerney. Brooke Emily Kerr. Isabel M. Smith. Kimberly Nicole Lopez. Clara Schultz. Paisley Furno. Kisai Merced Tracy Thompson. Sarah L. Neff. Caleb L. Allen. Ryan Lewis Moran. Michael Renee Giles. Okay, Alexania. Alexania Raylan Day Walton. Anton C. Schindler. Adeline Grace Caballero. Krista A. Hatch. Paige Elizabeth Wilder. Ike Zacharias Enriquez. Maxwell Parker Fink. Ashibanapo Joseph Lackram. Kendall Rose Constable. Grace Olivia Busby. Christopher J. Dawson Charles. Kyle David Wilson. Dorlis. Martin Dorleys. Nicholas J. Wasmond. Noemi. Litzy Noemi Renteria. Greer Starlin Hagerman. Heiberger? Vivi Jo Heiberger. Logan Mayer. Matthew Preston Davis. Haley Jingles. Sabrina A. Gutierrez. Molly O'Shea. Rena Diptesh Patel. Savannah Sherman. Nye M. Vermeulen. Jacob Daniel Sell. My voice is starting to go. Clay Prejean? Dalton Clay Prejean. Brandon Douglas Dobaniscus. Lindsay Raquel Upton Spatz. Coda Simon Babcock. Ellie Eileen Shannon. Mary McCormick Pritchard. Hattie Rose Williams. Morgan Alexander Gardner. Libby. Katrina Ray Libby. Lauren Eve Radsworth. Joshua Perry Young. Austria Jade Cohn. Austria Jade Cohn. Ian Patrick Shute. Alyssa Marie Agrigenta. Raina J. Workman. Michelle Barbara Ellis. Devereaux. Natalie Ruth Devereaux. Alexandra Brito Amador. Annalise Junkan van Pechman. Kelsey Daniel Koronek. Kristen Nicole Sublet. Ivy L. Winfrey. Noah J. Paisley. Courtney Suzanne Walston. Hayden Kevin Holly. Aspen Brooks Flores. Connor M. McHugh. Alyssa Maylene Gallegos. Sophia Rose Ridley. I got you. Jackson Palmer Braidberg. Aisha Watt. Caden Ray Thorpe. Grace A. Saltzman. Jackson Thomas Richard Pitts. Whoa. Scott Andrew Burback. One moment. Owen Alexander Johnson. Olivia Danielle Garrison. Mary Lee Cummings. Madison L. Davidson. Cynthia Aguilar Rubio. Priscilla Garcia. Kayla Dean Jakowski. Courtney Michelle Tinius. Jenna Michelle Chavone. Mara Felling Scullion. Nathaniel Cole McKissick. Kendall Joyce Raymer. Mara Linda Spees. Dominic Robert Dakovich. Sydney Joanna Lemus. Destiny Ryan. Graduates in the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. Florentino Aguilera. Giselle Elena Garcia Jurado. Mario Cardosa Reyes. Gabriela Sánchez Ortiz. Julian Faith Meister. Zara Elizabeth Allen. Elena Elizabeth Olson. Kyle Craig Francis Gershon. Anne Catherine Koleski Vandenberg. Manuel Rodriguez Alvarez. Julissa Garcia Lopez. Cárcamo. Joaquín Cárcamo Tapia. Aubrey Ann Mulberry. Oliver Gagne. Cambry Lene Stendal. Cambry Lene Stendal. Vanessa Raquel Vargas.
Graduates in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Madeline Kling. Abby Christine Mann. Pamela Dolores Potzer. Francis Filomeno Fideli. Christopher Douglas Sprang. Victoria Inez Toth. Sarah Elizabeth LaPierre. Lorna K. Stevens. Lauren Nicole Bosch. Liliana Ray Federico. Morgan Connie Lessman. Abigail Caitlin Allison. Alexander Mitchell Wilson. Marin N. Stumpf. Trayvon Marquise Coleman. Caleb William Hacker. James William Fagan. Kelby Lynn Jacober. Lucas Kilpatrick. Adam Tobias Isaacs. Taylor Rianne Baptiste. Kyle Stephen Randall. Fantasia Linda Zacchini. Holly D. Kellogg. Jenna Marie Moore. Emily Catherine Morton. McKenna Janice Jansky. Rachel May Duggar. Hannah Consuelo Park. Megan Ashley Doyle. Catherine Jo St. Jamay Pate. Natalie Lee Morris. Marcus Edvard Fagerberg. John George Andritsas. Laura Lee Hearn. Cassandra Michelle Brandriff. Brandon S. Michael. Ashley Louise Eckroth. Sonia Martinez Dominguez. Lauren Mary Trujillo. Isabella Dawn Klein. Micah Joy Brady. Paul Allen Cabanban Rose. Natalie Doyle Strickland. Sydney Sophia Steffen. Jessica Mary Palmer. Catherine Ruth Donahue. Henry Charles Ives. Zachary R. Van Hook. Joshua M. Zimmerman. Trevor Shuffler. Graduates in the Department of Philosophy. Caleb Guy Morgan. Estanislao Segundo Sáenz. Matthew R. Miller. Hayden Garrett Myers. Stedman? Michael R. Stedman. Kevin LaRusso. Walker D. Urban. Riley Terranova. David Benjamin Law. Maximilian Walter Koss. Graduates in the Department of Political Science. Ricardo Ray Santiago Preciado. Peyton Lee Daly. Noah W. Wenstrom. Bella Annalise Tiara Brown. Aurora Gina Lynn Story. Cody Wyatt Freeman. Paulina Villaseñor Ponce. Jackson D. Hunter. Mary Abreja Gebrisadek. Jocelyn A. Argy. Ava L. Brooks. Margaret C. Euler. Naomi Y. Garcia. Brindy Dolores White Bull Delgado. Mackenzie Gianna Pilot. Asia Carney. Grace Amanda Cashin. Reagan McLean Berry. Francis P. Goonan. Joseph Matthews Russert Cuddy. Connor James O'Mara. Amanda C. Cusera. Avery J. Unbehagen. Liam Jonathan Doherty Brumley. Connor William Fry. Owen Stewart Holden. Megan Elizabeth Schwartz. Julio Cesar Gaspar. Catherine Allison Conrad. Randy Keeley Koenig. Karina Farrow. Samantha Cathy. Brett Christopher Bakewell. Christopher William Downs. Addie Ann Johnson. Madeline Justine Foley McDonald. Bailey K. Shepard. Bailey Sue Morrell. Ryson Peter Byrne. Parker N. Scott. Turner Chang. Elizabeth Gilchrist. Evan Michael Montgomery. Garrett Michael Welch. Ryan Taylor Jensen. Marie Cusick. Taylor Kate Milson. Sophia Michelle Bright-Krates. Dennis Lorenzo Arguelles. Samantha Megan Gurdon. Varun Deep Yalamanchi. Isabel Ann Tyler. Joshua Rourke Heaney. Keenan D. Winkler. Marco Ross Guillen. Alberto R. Moreno. Dalton Stewart McKeel. Julia Ariana Southwell. Alyssa Mariah Acosta. Grace Bolesta. May Moore. Isabel E. Freetick. Bryn Marie Adams. Mackenzie Walker Kurtz. Grace Catherine O'Donnell. Timothy J. Batchelder. Luke Dosher. Mahmoud Ahmed. David Martinez. Todd Eastman Newhouse II. Aspen Kayla Hensley. Denver W. Bridges. Olivia K. Nickel. Benjamin R. Keys. David James Maston. Frankie Shea Hendricks. Kleisner. William Randall Kleisner. Logan Davis Cleaney. Richard Wesley Thomas. Jacob James Pritchett. Eliana Rose Pritchett. Matthew Walker Nelson. Victor Montori. Mohammed Abdulrahim Akolefi. Jared Thieler. Quentin Huvel. Rao. Sean Millett Rao. Samuel Troy Brickley. Wien Vu. Andre Antonio Gonzalez. Jesus Oswaldo Madrigal Garcia. Leah Rose Mendoza. Chase E. Hantz. At this time, the College of Liberal Arts is honored to present a posthumous bachelor's degree in political science to Michael Curl. Receiving the degree on behalf of the family is Michael's sister, Lexi Curl.
Graduates in the Department of Sociology: Allison Paige Hankey, Emma Shannon Brown, Alex Ivan Luna, Rebecca Rose Shamp, Connor Fuller Learett, Alexa Carney, Ellie Nicole Matezi, Tiara Desandra Tambunan, Savannah Kelly Woods, Callie Mae Pankey, Emily Mae Steiner, Anna Therese Marr, Allison Nicole Riley, Audrey Elizabeth Mayer, Bridget Martin, Sophia Boiselli Woods, Gracie Malia Adler, Connor William Kimball, Mackenzie Deborah Summers, Jaden Logan Ray, Daquan Tehran Jackson, Kendall G. Moore, Madison Lynn McCullough, Grace Jacqueline Mancuso, Sophia Ann Benalo, Aaliyah N. Carpenter, McKenna Allen, Amanda Shanice Lawrence, Catherine Grace Lovett, Inez Elizabeth J. Washington Cevalles, Maldonado Martinez, Larry Maldonado Martinez, Liam Dennis Williams, Wesley S. Eshelman, Scott Gabriel Mounts, Riley John Nicola, Michael Canino Sauls, Amanda Gabrielle Ingle, Diego Raymond Rodriguez, Erin Christine Rolseth, Sid Bach, Aspen Jade Moon, Caitlin Joe McManus, Lily Annabelle Letzel. Riley Rose Zitterkopf. Jessica Robles. Brianna Doton. Taylor Ann Harris. Elizabeth M. Brankin. Kristen Kemp. Isabella M. Vado. Emily O'Neill Taylor. Lauren Riley Thompson. Madison Denzel. Elizabeth Marshall. Regan Lee Snellgrove. Emily A. Jaggers. Sydney Jane Scholes. Catherine Isabel Richardson. Alexandria I. Bish. Nell A. Pennington. Ella Margaret Jameson. Connor Savickas. Senya Dialis Hernandez. Ryan Federico Berti. Aiden James Murphy. Sylvie L. Jeetzy. Alexis Michelle Smith. Christy Cyan Santos. Brandon A. Major. Peyton Lynn Hall. Lydia Rose Allen. Gabrielle Vera Tudela. Marissa S. Mallow. Evelyn Albee. Ryan J. Asaro. Antoinette J. Sandro. Erin Noel Welsh. Riley Aspen Bundy. Perla Eunice Hurtado Flores. Sofia M. Corioso. Madeline Zion Weekly. Alan Edmundo Perez. Ian M. Whittington. Madeline Patricia Pfeiffer. Ethan Miles Ordorica. And graduate in the program of Women's and Gender Studies, Kristen Verost.
Hey, graduates. Congratulations. Your family and friends have supported you in so many ways throughout the years leading up to this day. Will the families and friends gathered please stand so that the graduates may express their love and appreciation. Please be seated. Banner carriers, please post your banners. This ceremony wouldn't have been possible without the efforts of many people. My sincere appreciation for the excellent service of the faculty marshals, Dr. Kate DeCesare, Professor Gina Robinson, Dr. Samuel Tom, Mr. Nathan Seymour, Dr. Elizabeth Sink, and Dr. Philip Cafaro. Thank you to our amazing announcers, Dr. Ryan Claycomb, Dr. Caridad Souza, and Dr. Robert Goodmestead. Thank you to our interpreters and the Wing Walker Honor Guard for presenting the colors. My sincere appreciation to the Landmark event staff and CSU Police for keeping us safe and the facility staff for turning Moby into a celebration. I also want to thank the sound technicians and video producers for their excellent work producing our commencement ceremony. Please know that this commencement was simulcast, livecast, and there's a video of it on the commencement website so you can share it with your loved ones that weren't here today. Thank you to the College of Liberal Arts Dean staff and amazing volunteers today, especially Betty Sims, Colleen Weitzel, and Beth Eder, and Catherine Coleman Kane, who've been here for many, many hours today. We really wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. Finally, I would like to ask the members of the CSU Brass Quintet and the vocalist Emmanuel Bonilla to please stand and take a bow. Bravo. Now, will everyone please stand and join Emmanuel Bonilla and the new graduates of the Colorado State University in singing our alma mater. I tricked you. The words are up there.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May thy green and gold unite us, loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater, hail, oh hail to thee.
Graduates, please stay standing. The rest of the audience, please sit down. So the tradition of tossing graduation caps goes back to 1912, when the graduates of the Naval Academy would receive their new officer hats and throw their old midshipman hats in the air to symbolize the transition. So because I'm a scholar of cultural history, I want you all to carry on that tradition. But because I'm an administrator, I want you to be really careful. And because I'm sentimental, I'm going to take a picture of you when you do it. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Please be seated. I'll text you that one. The banner carriers will lead the recessional. Next will be the platform party, and then the faculty. Graduates, please remain seated until the marshals ask your row to leave. While all the graduates meet their family outside of Moby following the ceremony, so that CSU is able to prepare the arena for the remaining ceremonies. Graduates, you've left your mark here at CSU. Now go make your mark on the world. Thank you all for attending the College of Liberal Arts ceremony.